It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Like, why would I attack with my 9 to face first? Like, why wouldn't I just attack with one of the 3s? I have no idea how I don't know, guys. Yell at me, please. I deserve it. This is why I haven't hit Legend this season yet. It's because I'm slacking. I wasn't too close. Last game was ours if I wasn't retarded. Like, I was literally retarded. I looked at the field, said, there's a win, and then I just didn't do it. I just said, nah. Let's give him the game if it's vaporized. I guess if it was an ice barrier to, or an ice block, it would have lived long enough to do another Reckless Rocketeer. But that was his 3rd Reckless Rocketeer. But I guess it's pretty much the same as a Fireball. It's like a 5-drop, 5/2, so instead of it doing 6 damage, it costs 1 more. It's a charge minion. Attacks with a 3 attack first. I'm bad. That sucks for him. I was hoping we could actually get something useful here, but it does not look like that's what this game wants to give me. So, we're going to swing into here, because I don't want him making any value trades, and the next turn we're just going to Ultiman or 1/1. The following turn after that's probably... Okay, that's fine. We're still going to Ultiman or 1/1. We're going to go face with it, because he's going to swing his Spider Tank probably into our 3/3, and then from there we're going to figure out a better play than... Because on turn... What, we Haunted Creeper passive? Blessings of Might, there's no purpose of that. We don't want to draw right now. He's put us in an awkward situation. Okay, so he's going to clear board. Alright, so it looks like Haunted Creeper passive is going to be next turn, because he's not going to want to waste his weapon charge to kill a Haunted Creeper or a 1/1, but if he doesn't, then we're going to be able to... Ooh. So we're going to play all of this shit, and we're going to assume he doesn't have a Consecration. If he has a Consecration, that's a pretty good opener for him. Like, that's a really good opener. At least he uses Consecration with 5 mana instead of 4, so he's 1 left over, and assuming he doesn't have a 1-drop, it's not too bad. We only actually lose 2 cards here. Last game was still tilting, though, guys. The win was right there. We would have started off with a 1-0, done good. And now we're starting off with a loss. He's gonna give it what, a shield? Ooh, whenever he attacks, he draws a card. Give it some Wind Fury. Draw 2 cards. Even though Paladins do not have that card. Why would he give it that? Why would he give it to it now? Alright, so he definitely has Consecration. And that's why he did it. He has a 1-drop because you know he's just gonna die. So here comes the Consecration. Please don't tell me he just drew the Consecration. He just drew the Consecration. Are you kidding me? What is this shenanigans, guys? We are getting steamrolled right now. Alright, do we play... Let's play the Hungering Dragon. What did it give him? A 2/1. Alright. So the dragon's gonna die, because he's gonna weapon charge 2/1 into it. I was hoping a 1/1 would come out of this, or like a 1/2, but it didn't. Because now he's just gonna double swing into this. And that still leaves us with a 1/1 on board. Oh, God. Guys. This is just bad. One would think Dr. Boom in the deck, you win. I guess if we get Dr. Boom next turn, we still win. There's always Dr. Boom in here somewhere. Watch me not even get him 1 time in any of our arena games. That would just make me so sad. Like, beyond sad. Vigil's nice. Unless we draw a favor. Send 7 cards to my 5, so what? We'd use 3. So we'd probably play Uldaman, or depending on... We'd have to draw that. Oh, he has a Hungering Dragon too. What'd we get? I guess that's okay. See, I guess... So he killed this off. We need to kill that dragon. Eerie Statue's completely fucking useless this game. So if we make this a 3/3, we passive... No! So this turns it into a 4. There's really no way to get rid of that 5-drop. Because we passive, it's still 2, and then it's 3, and then it still has 1 left over. So either way, we're killing pretty much both our cards. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, either way, we kill both our cards. I wish this Eerie Statue could go. Even if we had like 1 silence or like 1 card to give our cards taunt, but we have nothing. Useless statue. Later, if we play this, he just stands there like a statue. Unless he like Equality Consecrates. And that doesn't even give him value. That just means he dies. So double 2 into the... Okay, so he's going to kill off that. What's he going to do about the 1-1? Because the 1-1's just going to kill his 2-1. He's going to throw it on the secret. Okay. Interesting. It just makes me think that's a Noble Sack or an Avenge. Let's find out. Okay. Let's draw 2. What would be the drawback of playing Eerie Statue and then consecrating next turn? Or would we just consecrate this turn? We have fucking 4 consecrates. We can manage losing one of them. I think that's fine. Because if that was a competitive spirit, then that would have been bad for us. Like, really bad for us. Because then we were not really able to deal with anything. He's just effectively making trades the whole game. Jouster, 5/5, decent card. Doesn't heal. Doesn't make too big of a difference here. So we can... Okay. So we can freeze his 5/5. Freeze the 5/5. Kill off the 3/3. What secret is that? Okay, yeah, we already... Yeah, okay, so it was competitive. Alright, this is fun. Oh, wow. That's a card. So how exactly are we going to deal with a field full of 3/3s? Because that's most likely the one he's going to take. We'd have to draw into both consecrates back to back. Wow. That's a really good card to have in Arena. There's 1 consecrate. We definitely have to get rid of it. I hate to play just the Crusher without the ability, but we don't have an option here at all. So now he's going to play his 3/3s, and then we're going to have to draw into our 3rd consecrate. Or he's going to kill off the 6/6 and then play a field full of 3/3s. Wow. Make your 3/3s. I know that's what you got. There you go. Alright, So, basically no matter what we play, so we play these 2, we can't play Divine. If we play Cons and we play Divine, we draw 2. Ideally draw into another Consecrate, which we did. Alright, so now I'm going to leave the trading up to him. How much damage does he have? 6, 12, 18, 21. He needs 6 more damage. So, Blessings weapon does it? What a card to get, guys. It's just my luck, though. We still haven't drawn fucking Boom yet either game. 12 cards left in the deck. Even if we draw him next turn, we still can't even play him. Leave my 1/1 alive. Leave him alive. He didn't do anything to you. No. There's the kings. We also have the BM weapon. No BM weapon, but concentration is not enough to get rid of this 7-5. Double cons is enough to get rid of the 7-5. But this waste, it makes it so we can't play another card. One would think with having all of these consecrations in our deck, we would actually be able to win a game. But it does not seem that we're going to be able to win this game. It's just we're too low right now. If he draws a True Silver, we've lost. We have nothing to do with this statue unless it's the only card on the board. Like, we need to draw Boom somewhere in the game, like, not the last 10 cards in the deck when he already played his Reform, which is an insane card in Arena. Especially, like, if we didn't have as many consecrations, there'd be no way we could deal with all those 3/3s. So I'm assuming he has another Blessing to King. Mind Control Tech to tempo out the damage. So we need to draw... I don't remember if we have a taunt in this deck or not, but a taunt's pretty necessary. A weapon is pretty necessary. That's pretty good, because now we're going to be able to give this guy an extra attack, and then he's going to be able to kill this. But if he has any sort of buff, like a King's, we've lost. If he has True Silver, we've lost. And I know this guy. He's got it. He's going to rope it out, too. Oh, man, I've never had Boom in Arena before. I was so excited, guys, because, like, when you play Boom in Arena, it's almost like an instant concede. Like, the other opponent's like, are you kidding me? It's like my reaction when he reformed into a whole bunch of board full of 3/3s. Equality. Kill the 4/1. If he killed the 4/1, he doesn't have it. Does not have it. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to Eerie Statue. If we can draw into freaking Boom, we win. We need Boom. Boom, where are you? Watch him have big game. I would cry. I'd say, fuck it, guys. We're going back to Tavern Brawl. Alright, Avenging Wrath. We're going to save it. Alright, so if he plays a card... So ideally... This is what we're going to aim for. He plays a card, we suicide the Silverhand Recruits into the car, we Avenging Wrath, we swing with the 7/7. Now, that's 12, that's 3, that means it'd have to ping face 5 times out of 8, so it has to have less than 5 HP, because 2 of 1/1s into it, and then 8 damage. Yeah. So, he has to play a card with less than 5 HP. We win. Did we seriously just win this? I'm not going to jinx it. I think that's it. What could be those 3 cards he has in his hand? Like 3 Divine Favors? Like, what would you not play? What creature wouldn't you play? What could you possibly be thinking about? I'm at 5 health. You fart on me and I die. We've just won, boys. That's insane. Eerie Statue won us a game. This fucking thing won us the game. I cannot believe this. Look at this. Eerie Statue, most broken card in the game. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Eerie Statue coming in clutch, boys. Coming in clutch. Feels good, guys. Feels good. Did we finish it? No, we got 1 sip left. Alright. We finished our coffee. Now we must down the rest of our orange juice with other substances. Well, I'm not even going to try. Substances in it. Oh, there was also something somebody left. One of the comments. Oh, what was it? Oh, yes. So one of the comments we received recently was, I don't want to see your free-to-play account turn into only a arena like type of account where all we do is arena. We don't do ranked. We don't try to do ladder. We don't, do Tavern Brawl. And the thing is, when you're starting a free-to-play account, one of the main problems is... Oh, we should have attacked. Fucked. One of the main problems is there's no other way, besides Arena, to effectively get packs, cards, dust, gold. There's nothing you can do, just because that's the way they've constructed the game. So, unfortunately, We will be doing arena until we get a decent collection in there. And then when we finally are able to build like one-ish okay deck, like let's say a mech mage or something cheap and effective like that, we'll be able to move on to, you know, doing ladder. But until then, arena is like our #1 goal that we just want to keep hammering out as much as possible. In this situation, if we play Wolf Rider, our 1/1 dies, we swing into this, we use a weapon charge, we take 1 damage. If we play the Ring Farseer, heal ourselves up. Next turn, he uses his passive, swings his 2/1 into this. His ghoul doesn't die. All right, so this is the play. And we have Dr. Boom in our hand. That wasn't Boom. This is Boom. This is gonna be awesome. When we play this on turn 7, if we're still alive by then, it's gonna be fantastic. I believe that answered the arena question. So I don't mean to make this just an arena account by all means. We'll definitely do the Tavern Brawls now that we're level 20 in a character. So we'll not knock them out every week. We'll get into the pack that we get from that. I'll try to tone back arena just a little bit, and we'll try to get, I think, rank 15-ish this month. We'll try to push around there. But like I said, arena is like the main part of free-to-play accounts in order to effectively get a decent collection. It's also what most Hearthstone players are the worst at. Like, most players are absolutely trash at arena. So me playing arena has seemed to help a lot of players like get better at it and whatnot. So hopefully that answers that question. Oh man, we're such in an awkward situation here because I guess we could have played True Self Champion there, but then I feel like I would have wasted a charge because our weapon right now was able to kill that. He's going to be a little upset when we Seal of Champions. Yeah, I know I would be a little upset. And then turn 6, what do we have? So we attack with our weapon. We're almost forced to True Silver next turn, but we don't want to True Silver. He might swing his weapon into this, but he'll probably swing his weapon into this, and like a backstab, swing weapon into this, or Fan of Knives, which almost makes us have to Ultimate, because I think we hold on to the weapon charge. The thing is, if we were to True Silver Champion next turn, then we should have wasted it. But it all depends what he plays here. Because if he kills our 1/1, then we should have... So he killed our 1/1. So Ultimate is not so good. Spellbreaker, so he silences that. Still can't kill it, though. Okay. I think... this is the play here. We're going to prep up for the Dr. Boom. So when we play Boom, the Boom bots along with Dr. Boom will get the buff from the Sword of Justice. And us having a 2/2 down makes us him have to use his weapon. Then if he wants to re-up his weapon, he only has 4 mana to deal with, to play other cards, which allows Boom to have a little bit more wiggle room. Because if he plays a 6-drop right here and doesn't re-weapon back up, I don't know. It's hard to say. Rogues can either have a really good deck in Arena or a really bad deck. Doesn't seem to be an in-between. Like, Assassinate's a big thing. I remember we played Rogue. We had like 2 or 3 Assassinates in our deck. It was just like, oh, you play a big creature? No, you don't. Abusive Sergeant. Interesting. Wow. So I'm... Oh, shit. Fuck you. That was such a good play. Who has Sabotage? That's such a good card. Destroy a random enemy minion. So that's not so good. And combo your opponent's weapon. I guess it's only good. It's like a deadly shot, but costs 1 more and can be comboed. Interesting. As long as he doesn't have, like, Big Game Hunter, I'm okay. So what do? We Boom Bot. We Ultimate into a Boom Bot. We True Silver Champion into... Never mind. Face is the place, apparently, for him. Please don't tell me you've got some crazy shit. Alright, so we're not ultimating anything. We're going to True Soul Champion the 3/3. Never mind. It's actually a 6/6. Huh. So we could ultimate this. Kill it off with our weapon. Swing face for 7. Seems pretty good. Could have swing boom into the 2/3, but it doesn't. It just feels really wasteful. Because we're actually... Are we pushing lethal? We have 10, 14, 17, 19. Yeah, we're pushing lethal. Alright. If he doesn't kill the 3/4, we win. No, because he's going to have to attack with his weapon anyway. Now him taking 3 damage. So let's recalculate this. With Blessings of Might, this is 10, 14, 17, 18, 19 with the Consecrate. So we're just going to put this on here. Swing, 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 Consecrate. Alright, 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Sweetness. I think this deck with Dr. Boom in it can easily reach at least 7 wins. I mean, that's all we really need is 7. Anything more than that, I'm grateful for. Last few times we haven't been able to make it to 7 wins, which is quite sad. For like 3 or 4 times now, we've been stuck around like the 3 to 5, 3 to 6 win ratio. And we still like get a decent amount of gold and whatnot, but it's just like not enough to continue being able to pump out Arena. We'll run out of gold eventually if we keep getting below 7 wins. Which is also something I need to identify. We had a question on, well, more so an argument, which I don't see why it turned into an argument. I wish we had coin, but we don't. Because Jeweled Scarab sets up for a turn 3, but we already have two turn 3 cards. Just go for it. It actually did. It hurt me bad to make the Secret Paladin guide. Actually, if you guys don't know, I did a 2.5 Secret Paladin guide because I've updated a little bit because of all of the aggro shaman we've been seeing. So I added some Sledge Belchers, Cog Hammer for the extra taunt, and just playing the deck. It's just so sickening because the second you play like Lotha, Mysterious Challenger, you win. Or Mysterious Challenger, Dr. Boom, Tyrion, you win. At one point in the game, I actually had, by turn 5, I had our 5-drop, 6-drop, 7-drop, and 8-drop lined up. It's just like, what could you possibly do to get rid of that? What, you big game hunter one of them? It's not like you run 4 big game hunters and an acidic swamp ooze or a Harrison to take care of Tyrion. You've got your, like, you actually have to play a deck lined up specifically to beat Secret Paladin to beat it. Almost. And if not, it has like a 60% or 70% win rate on you. Alright, so we're going to throw out this. What kind of 3-drops do we have? Divine Favor. We already have one of those. War Leader. Not that great. Demolisher, which actually can be pretty good. But again, we already have a Harvest Golem and a Sword of Justice. So I think Divine Favor is the way to go. So I think if we're greedy, we Sword of Justice next turn. If we're playing for board, we Harvest Golem next turn. Because we always can play Sword of Justice on 5 and then passive, and then have our 6 and 7 drops. Wow. I almost think we can afford to be greedy because he hasn't played anything. Maybe I should have taken Demolisher. Because if this is our turn 5 play, let's see what we have. Turn 2. So if we play Harvest Golem, next turn we Hungering Dragon. The Harvest Golem kills whatever popped out the Hungering Dragon. Turn 5 is Sword of Justice, Flame Juggler. I think I like that a little bit more. Because we don't develop anything here, and then he has 2 or 3 creatures when we have a Hungering Dragon and he fireballs the Hungering Dragon, we're going to be behind the entire rest of the game. But if we do this, it allows us to have a little leeway, and the Sword of Justice comes out a little bit later, so if he like uses an Acidic Swamp Ooze or something, we don't lose all of our tempo, and we don't waste a complete turn with him gaining a card on the field, and literally just destroying our Sword of Justice without any use being done to it. So I think that was a good we'll see if it was a good call, depending on what he plays here. But it's always weird, because he didn't play anything on turn 1, didn't play anything on turn 2, which tells me his hand is going to probably revolve around decent 3-drops, decent 4-drops, and decent 5-drops. Interesting. So Flame Juggler actually might come out next turn. Or we could just Sword of Justice and then swing the 1 into there. But then it leaves us with 1 mana left over, which I don't really particularly like that much. Okay. So we're going to Hungering Dragon. And hopefully what comes out of it is not an injured whatever. Alright, that's fine. So we're going to kill that off. And now we have a 5-6 on the board pretty much for free. So he's going to have to fireball it, and if he fireballs it, he has no mana, so then we'll be able to Sword of Justice, Flame Juggler next turn without any pretty much drawbacks. Then turn 6, we've got the Avenging Wrath, and by then, of course, we're going to draw into Dr. Boom on turn 7, because that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So he played a secret. We won't make the same mistake as hopefully Vaporize again. Oh man, that sucked. Alright, so, wow, double Divine Favor, this hurts. Alright, Flame Juggler, please do work. Mirror Entity. Yep, so now he's actually going to get a 2-3, or... Okay. I thought for a second there he actually might get the 3-4 from that, but he did not. So what does this say? After you summon a minion? Yeah, so this is after you summon a minion, and the Mirror Entity says when your opponent plays a minion. So this would, the Mirror Entity would happen the second you play it, as this would happen after it's been played. That kind of makes sense. Alright, if we Avenging Wrath, we're going to make the assumption this is going to have 3 HP left over. If we conk, and then swing into this, this is really difficult. Because either way, I'm pretty sure, but then it leaves him to passive, then he has to play a 4-drop. And then we don't use our passive. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, nope. Like I said, left at 3 HP. How did I know? RNG. RNG told me. So he's going to ping the Flame Juggler for 1, so he's only going to be able to play a 4-drop, which is nice. And then from there, we get 7 mana, so next turn, depending on whatever he plays with 4 mana, maybe he'll play 2 2-drops, we'll conk, and then Divine Favor, draw... Oh! Play another 2 HP card, please. For the love of God. Make me happy. Oh, Sakenya, Mama Mishnini Mao. You fall into the trap. Don't want to be somebody's sap. Dr. Boom is in my hand. We've won the game. Oh, Sinanya. Nananish Nini Mao. Wom wom wom. That's a good card. Please don't tell me you ping the Hungering Dragon. Have mercy. I just don't think we can say boom. I have to say no to boom. What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are those? These are boom bots. I like how it gives the battle cry actually triggers before boom hits the floor, and that's why the Sword of Justice targets the boom bots prior to it hitting the Dr. Boom. Oh god. I have no idea where the cough came from. But it's really weird because I would think the card that summon, like, I don't understand how a battle cry would happen before the card hits the field. One would think when you play the card hits the field, then the card triggers its effect, meaning the card has to hit the field and be registered as it happens prior to the battle cry because it is the one commencing the battle cry. But in actuality, it does not work that way. So what do we have here? We have 15 damage, 16, 17, 18, so we actually have lethal. Okay. That's 2 games in a row we won because of Consecrate, I think. So we just got a bunch of gold there. What quest did we complete? We're at 1300. What quest did we get done? Alright, Hunter or Mage is our last quest.